Hey, what's up, guys? It's Desync here. So today we're gonna check out the newest Apple iPad. So that is the iPad running the A16 chip. It's not the Pro, not the Air, just the iPad. But this thing's gotten pretty powerful. So the question is, how much power do you really need? Let's find out. Design-wise, this thing looks very familiar. Same aluminum unibody, flat sides, and four fun colors: silver, blue, pink, and yellow. It's just 7 in thick, weighs about 477 grams, and still feels super light and solid in the hand. The display is a 11-inch liquid retina panel with a resolution of 2360 into 1640 pixels. That's about 264 pixels per inch. Apple rates it at 500 nits of brightness, which is great for indoors, but a bit too reflective for outdoor use. It's a 60 Hz panel, not the buttery smooth 120 Hz ProMotion, which we get on the iPad Pro. For media, reading, or even light gaming, I think it should be totally fine. There should be no issue with it. One thing worth noting is that it's not a laminated display. So there's a tiny gap between the glass and pixels. You'll notice that if you draw a lot with the Apple Pencil. Biggest upgrade here is another hood. It's the new A16 Bionic chip. This is the same chip that powered the iPhone 15 Pro. It has a 6-core CPU, a 5-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. In Geekbench 6, we are seeing scores around 2577 for single core and 5408 for multi-core, which is a huge jump over the older base iPad's A14. In daily use, multitasking, streaming, editing 4K videos, or even light gaming, this thing just flies. It's faster than almost any Android tablet at this price point. Plus, the A16 inside this iPad means you'll get up to 5 years of iOS support, so you're covered for the long term. Apple claims 10 hours of video playback or web browsing on Wi Fi, and I think that is pretty spot on. During my usage, the iPad lasted about 10 hours, 17 minutes browsing, 6 hours and 20 minutes of video playback, and 7 hours of light gaming at 200 nits brightness. So the battery lasts full day without any problem. So basically you're getting a full day of work or school done in one charge. The cameras are actually solid for a tablet at this price point. You've got a 12 megapixel rear sensor that can shoot 4K videos at 60 fps and a 12 megapixel front camera that now sits landscape centered. So finally, we have center stage for video calls. Connectivity is up to date with Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.6, and if you go for the cellular model, you get 5G. But keep in mind that this 5G is not the millimeter wave and it's just the sub 6 GHz version. So that was about the hardware and specs on paper. But one of the biggest reasons why people choose Apple is not the hardware, but it's the ecosystem. So this is where Apple's continuity feature really shines. You can use universal control to move your Mac's cursor straight onto your iPad, no pairing and no lag, and drag files back and forth like it's just a second display. Or you can use Sidecar, which literally turns your iPad into a wireless second monitor for your Mac. Editing a thumbnail in Photoshop on your Mac, use the iPad as your color palette or brush pad. Working on a presentation, drop in images with a quick airdrop. Start an email on your iPhone, finish it on your iPad, and then send it from your Mac. Make it feel like one continuous workspace instead of three separate devices. So, if you're a student, creator, or a casual user who just wants a powerful iPad for their work, school, Netflix, or light gaming, this is probably the best iPad for you. It's fast, future proof, and starts at a reasonable price. If you need 120Hz ProMotion or the M series performance for some serious creative work, go for the Air or the Pro versions. For an average user, this A16 iPad nails the essentials. It has great performance, a solid battery life, and the Apple ecosystem ties everything together. Alright, that's it for this one. Hit like if you found this helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you'd use this iPad for. I'm Desync. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.